Hello and welcome YouTubes to another episode of the Springfield Chantry Chronicle, and we are continuing after, well, a full day of downtime and whatever hours were left in that night where they fought the gangrel. 2 points of blood for the days that have passed need to be subtracted for awakening, as well as whatever you spent on healing. How do you want to hunt Jackalor?
Yeah, but it actually wouldn't cost hours out of you.
I am hearing some background noise from you, Epic. Maybe you can just mute yourself when you aren't actively talking.
Or I will do my usual thing and see about decreasing background
No,
noise.
don't. We just end up not being able to hear you normally then, and then it sucks even more. Just press M or whatever hotkey you have set up for. Okay, manipulation leadership. How would that work? Manipulation intimidation is a valid approach. Malik has certainly used it, or charisma leadership. But manipulation leadership, I'm not seeing how being friendly and trying to chat someone up, or on the other hand trying to intimidate someone would, work with that. But I will give you a -1 to the difficulty of an intimidation hunt due to your size and threatening appearance. Except that there's gonna be rumors about more rapists running around the city, but who cares, right? No, it's not gonna end terribly, Jackalor. It's not gonna end terribly. I think I'm gonna restrict you guys to 2 hunting rolls during the downtime, otherwise it's gonna drag on, and if you want to hunt another time you can do so on the mission night. Charisma leadership. Okay, you try to be friendly to people. Let's see how...
I think I'm going to use dexterity athletics, if that's alright, for my hunting rolls.
Yes. Crazy bald man chasing down young girls through the alleys.
I see them. They're running from me.
The beast certainly appreciates what you're doing. It, thrill of the hunt. Roar.
Hey,
nom
look.
nom nom.
I at least have one advantage. I can at least try and make... It's a fail.
Perfect.
It's not a botch. It's just a fail.
It's a fail. The guy you try to talk to, some random biker dude, just looks at you like, what the stares you in the eye and says, "I'm not gay. Get the fuck away from me, weirdo." You may try again.
Is the difficulty 7, by the way, or 6?
The difficulty around the Chantry is 3. Or rather, -3 from 8, so 5.
Okay, so 5.
You do have a pretty sizable, if not exactly primary location, domain as a shared resource, and there aren't that many vampires hunting it just yet. Wow. You get a bonus.
Go for it, Yorick! Go for it!
You get a bonus victim for every 2 successes after the first, so that would be 3 girls that are left terrified in some dark alleyway and badly dazed.
Yes, that's good to me.
Can I hunt with dexterity? Wow.
Yorick, why do you roll so well? Yorick, why do you roll so well?
You mean like going outside with guys in random bars and just, picking fights and then feeding on them afterwards, that kind of thing?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, sure.
Or maybe just jumping on people out of the dark alleys and holding and drinking and then running away.
The ambush from dark alleys would be more of a stealth thing, I think. But you can certainly try and lure some guy away from the group with the, picking a fight tactic. Sure, some bikers will never make the mistake of underestimating the Mexican dude again. So I think everyone is more or less healed up unless you, Bacon, or you, Yorick, need to make another hunting roll.
No, I am full.
Just because you were saying 2 nights, I'll give away 2 of those successes to be a little discreet, I suppose, or something. I don't know. I'd be full up on that one, but then the next night.
I don't think so. You can voluntarily increase the difficulty or trade away successes before the roll, but I don't think I'll let you do that afterwards.
Okay. Well, I fill up on the night before then already, but I need another roll for the next night just to have one blood.
You can assume that you start at 1 below max. We can just say that the hunt took place on the downtime night.
Alright, that's fine by me. Okay.
Yeah, keep in mind that you won't be able to be at your max for the simple reason that we're starting on the mission night and you would have just woken up during that night, so you'll be at max -1.
Yep, alright. So, does anyone want York to make anything in particular?
Keep in mind, the power is still off, and someone can make a perception investigation roll to search Chloe's library desk and her room to see if you can discover paperwork and such.
Go forth. Do that.
Try not to destroy the account information and registration numbers for the... Oh, and he used to be in the FBI. He's an investigator, no less.
Good to know. Good to know. You know what? Let him make a couple rolls for that. I think he's gonna spend some time looking for those.
No, no, I'd rather someone else roll and get a chance to screw up as well.
But no one else can roll, as far as I know.
You can roll at a higher difficulty. I mean, investigation is the kind of thing you're just looking for paperwork. So, I think Bacon would find it. So yeah, you find some papers with the, registration numbers and logons for the essentially communal services for the Chantry, and a note taped to them in Chloe's handwriting. Remember to ask Malik for money for the water and electricity. She might or might not have set up an actual bank account linked to these things so that you could pay it online, but at the very least you have the paperwork you need to go in and, or at least send one of the ghouls over to handle that business, provided you hand them sufficient amounts of cash. Bacon, would you like to conceal this information from the rest and use it to your own advantage, perhaps?
Nah, Julio is a good guy. He will just go to Malik, sit that is in the library and drop the paper in front of him and just leave.
Okay. Malik just... Well, we're gonna assume that he just stares after you without saying much. I think he might be studying something or... Actually, no, Malik isn't there. I recall what I wanted to do. Malik has left for a tribunal with Liam muttering something about "off to Vienna he goes, bye-bye, Regent," as he's driven off to discuss the whole Raffaello debacle. And if you're speaking, Yorick, I am not hearing you.
No, I'm not speaking.
Okay. So, yeah, the Regent is out of the Chantry at the moment, at a tribunal, off to Vienna.
Okay then, so I think that who is the next one responsible for the Chantry? Would be Bronson, right?
Bronson and Gerard are his two lieutenants.
Well, Bronson is badly hurt, so I think that he can play with numbers.
Oh yes, the thick as a brick guy who is barely starting to close up. 6 aggravated wounds, I'm sure he can play with numbers.
Hey, is better him than Gerald that will probably die today.
Sure. You can give it to Bronson. He just stares at you delirious. What is this?
These are the account papers from Chloe. How you are the lieutenant, so I think you should take care of it.
Well, I'm delegating. Just handle it. Turn the lights back on.
Okay, let the official documents with the illegal Mexican. He sure knows about documents.
Bronson's eyes focus on you. Do you really want to provoke the guy that killed the werewolf? You don't want to fuck this up.
Okay, I see what I can do.
Bronson is gonna bring that up every chance he gets. He's already started recovering his flawed willpower after that fight and staggering back to the Chantry with all the praise he's been getting. You can always hand it off to one of the ghouls, or you can try and run over to the appropriate offices, see if they are still open. It's kind of up to you. The Regent has left orders that you are to handle the Giovanni envoy. Gerard would be in charge of this since he's an actual lieutenant, according to the chain of command Malik organized, so it would be up to Jekyll to decide which of the NPCs come with and what you handle along the way. The werewolf has been gutted, incidentally, by the hunter guy at Bronson's command, and the pelt has been, right now it's carefully attached to the wall over the door to the library, so that anyone who comes in can see it. Bronson is wearing its fangs around his neck. The rest of the bones and such is, well, dumped in the backyard, essentially. I'll let you take 2 NPCs. The skull as well, but if anyone wants to do anything with the leftover werewolf parts, you can do so. Bronson just wanted the pelt and the fangs.
The only problem is York can't do anything. There's no power.
You know, there are weapons you can carve from bone as, you know, magic crap that Tremere can make at really high levels of Tom. Except that none of you are that high in thaumaturgy, are you?
No. No one's that high.
You're right.
For that, usually the bone stuff is less weapon, more ritual thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, who knows, you might find a if you dump the bones, you'll probably find a custom ritual that calls for the bones or the skull of a werewolf. If you keep them, you probably won't. You know how this goes. If you toss them out, you'll definitely want them.
It's that time that I remember you saying Kelvin is evil.
Oh, don't be that way. I'm not that bad, am I?
Nah, sure, you are a very nice person.
Of course I am. Well, they are safely in the backyard where the werewolves are. How much does a crappy werewolf have in terms of willpower? Not that much. Let's see if they could break through the fence. Oh, apparently they could. I'm not gonna give it more than 1 or 2 successes worth of strength in terms of warding werewolves off, even though it's really good. Just like a basic difficulty 6-1 success ward kind of thing. Which means that if they don't fuck up a willpower roll, they can get over it.
Come on, Silver Spikes. You will help. You will help, Silver Spikes of awesomeness and gleamingness.
Mm-hmm. So. Let's just get started on this. You are, I assume, gathering in the library, as per the usual, to discuss the mission. Even though Malk isn't there, you do have orders to have a nightly meeting. Oops, that's me trying to move.
By the way, I will put in an order to see about increasing giving us another part of the castle, basically. I'm ordering a concrete extension, basically.
So what do you want to do? Like a 3rd floor? Or extra rooms? Or what?
Rooms, basically a big room connected to my workshop. I'm basically making a bigger workshop.
Okay. The Chantry does own some of the land outside the fence, so you could do that, but you would have to move the actual fencing and expand it in order to keep it secure.
I was actually just thinking of moving it through those trees.
Yeah, you can do that if you want a narrow extension like that. Sure.
Yep, that's what I was going to do. And I know that I can do that with about 45,000, so I'll just subtract that.
Yes, keep in mind that you're gonna have to use either a construction firm that's vampire safe or your own ghouls for the construction.
Yep. I guess I could help out whenever I could. In fact, that might be a good thing to get started on. Yeah, I'll do that with the power out and everything. I'll start landscaping.
You can mark out the foundation you want to dig and, essentially make all the measurements and such. Just make sure that you are ready to break ground the moment you have power back. So, you are, if Yorick is gonna join the team, gathered to discuss the Giovanni problem that you have been ordered to deal with. Liam has been on orders of Malik following them for the past week or so. Is Yorick gonna move over there, or should I move you, or what? Or are you
I'm quickly doing some calculations. Can you move them for me?
Sure. Yes, Liam has been following the female Giovanni for the last week or so using his obfuscation. Actually, it didn't occur to me. I need to make a contested stealth roll just to see if she might have seen him. Secretly, of course, because I don't want you to know how powerful she really is. Okay. And how good is Liam at stealth? You might not fuck this up. Liam just starts planning. Yes, I saw where she lives. She does seem to meet the prince at least a couple of times a week. Mostly she talks to various representatives, the blood she gets from the Malkavians, so we can't get her hunting. Mostly she spends her time between a house she's renting and, well, various meetings. We could try to ambush her en route. If, you know, I'm pretty sure she has no idea I was there, and we should have complete surprise, he said confidently.
Yay.
No comment.
Well, here is some good news. Look at it this way. Obfuscate does work against ghosts. They just, you know, need to make the opposed rolls.
Auspex is an incline for Giovanni. So,
Yep.
oh, and here I thought this was gonna be one-sided. I'm sure it's not an elder, it's just a neonate derping around. It's not like they're gonna have 4 or 5 Auspex to see you coming from a mile away. Speaking of which, I should see about rolling their Auspex at difficulty 8 to see if they can sense that they are gonna be screwed, and nope, that is a botch in fact. They're oblivious. They think they're safe. Just the usual spying crap.
I'm just gonna say what Goliath there is saying. I doubt we can ambush her on the move. I believe we should just attack her in her haven.
She does have at least one ghoul, and they don't seem to be... well, they might have...
There would be too many prying eyes on the road.
Yes, that does make sense. Gianna just speaks up at this point. You do know that we have a La Sombra and a Schlachta here. We can have Igor punch some holes in the ghoul, make it look like a Sabbat attack. I mean, questions are going to be asked anyway. We might as well distract attention away from us. What were you trying to roll there, Jackalor? Because you did botch at difficulty 67.
I agree. This is 67, man. I want to know what the difficulty on that was. Spontaneous conquer the world roll.
Okay. Let me just roll. Nope, can't see anything. Not that there's anything there. There isn't an Elder Malkavian watching you right now, I'm sure. Well, an Elder Malkavian would be invisible to you anyway, unless they were really specialized in something else anyway, right?
Generally. It's in-clan for them. Just like Auspex is in-clan for them, and Dementation, as well as Dominate instead of Dementation if they want.
That's actually a bloodline thing though, isn't it? At least
No,
it's presented
there's
as
actual Malkavians with Dominate instead of Dementation.
Yeah, but that's presented as a, you know, bloodline.
No, it's not a bloodline. It's just a thing.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, it's certainly
It is rare, as if it was a bloodline, but it is a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I know it crops up, it's just that it's written down in the bloodline section of things. So I would assume
Really?
that it's to some excess.
It's just rare. They are still Malkavians, and they just, have dominate instead.
Yeah, I'm just assuming that it gets at least partially passed down through blood, even if it can crop up randomly as well. You had 4 successes there, Jackalor. I really thought you would fail and that you would end up believing me when I told you there was nothing there. Or maybe
Well, to be
there
fair,
is.
whatever that roll was equal, and when they are equal, Obfuscate wins.
Yep. Okay, let me just see how much what? Yep, 3 obfuscate. Oh, that would actually be 5. I rolled 1 too many dice for our volley. Wait, what? I'm sure it's not a thing. Don't worry about it. So you are discussing your very illegal plans. Then again,
York
maybe...
appears to not be paying too much attention to the meeting.
Huh?
Let's see how fueled up Gianna is. Okay, it's been only 2 days since the last one, so we're gonna go with her being equal with a roll of 2. Hasn't gained any blood, hasn't lost any. Yeah, she's not gonna wrap a tentacle around your leg to wake you up, Yorick. That seems like a waste, even though she's tempted. Just as a, hello. Can you imagine being yanked up by a tentacle under the table with a lot more tentacles? That would actually be pretty terrifying, huh? Just all of a sudden tentacles everywhere. Okay, Epic, if you would read out Gerard.
Sorry.
But yes, I think that we should take you, Jana, as well as Igor, if he actually bothers to listen to us.
What about Liam? I mean, I can create a cloud of darkness to, cause confusion and such, but I don't know, maybe a stealthy lookout would be useful. Someone who can wear a different face, perhaps? Ah. How much occult do you have, Jackalor? Then to know a non-cameral clan's exact disciplines, I suspect you would need to make a roll at difficulty 6 and get at least 1 success, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I can go check what a cult does real fast.
It's just basic supernatural crap, I think. So,
You are correct, I'm pretty dang sure, but...
yeah, I'm just winging it, but it sounds about right. Just like the basicest of basic rolls. You are pretty sure that the Giovanni have animalism, necromancy, and dominate. Pretty damn sure. In fact, you could swear that that's the case. So you need to watch out for any animals spying on you and keeping watch on the premises.
That's right, definitely.
Oh. Exactly when I don't expect it, you give me
Does
such...
he say that out loud? Because if he does, Yorick might actually interject.
Fan out. Look for dogs, cats, and rats. Shoot any that you find.
He actually says something like that? Or just thinks this?
I don't know. He's gonna say in a second, I expect. So, Liam's obfuscate does sound like a good idea to Gerard, because clearly the Giovanni, unless they have it as an out-of-plan discipline, will have a pretty rough time seeing through that. And the fact that Liam thinks he hasn't been seen makes plenty of sense as well. Because how could they, really?
Okay, Yorick doesn't realize a massive misunderstanding has happened.
Oh god, they rolled 4 successes on the Auspex roll, and then Liam rolled 3. So close, and yet so far. Oh. Oh, these rolls. You wanted to specialize in Auspex, Gerard. Jackalor. That was your thing. Auspex all the way, right? Well. Yeah. Gianna turns to Julio. What do you think? Whose talents would be useful on this?
Just let me roll my occult.
To see what you might expect from necromancy and such? You know all the things. Ghosts, zombies, crippling limbs with a touch, ignoring, pain. Some Giovanni were actually embraced before the Diablerie of Cappadocia, so some of them might have fortitude instead of, I think, dominate as an in-clan power. There could be any kind, well, all kinds of cool crap. You might be assaulted by ghosts. There might be able to materialize or fuck with your heads. You know all the things about the Giovanni. You've studied them.
Do I know that they have Auspex?
That they can have Auspex, yes.
So I say to Liam, be careful that the Giovanni have Auspex.
Gerard, Julio is clearly wrong. He has no idea what the Giovanni can and cannot do, and he should just shut the fuck up, possibly. He's clearly talking about some bullshit that will get you all killed. You need to nip this in bud. Assert your authority, make him respect it. Smack him down.
Pretty sure that isn't the case.
He says, fingering his shotgun.
You sure, Cheryl?
As long as he does not have his mic, I am definitely interpreting his character.
Oh. Gianna is just frowning now, like, what? Let's just roll Gianna's crap. Gianna actually pitches in. I'm pretty sure that Julio's actually...
I could swear on it. There's no way they have Auspex.
I'm pretty sure they do. I remember my Sar talking about what they could do. I'm pretty sure they have Auspex. Liam's just smirking, trying to hide it, but failing.
Yorick is honestly just sitting there, trying to think, jeez, if only the lights were on.
Kind of dark in here. If everyone could roll perception alertness for me. And please, is your Auspex still active?
We might actually have to have our Auspex on for sight at least. because dark.
You have like an electric lamp on the table. One of the ghouls went out and got some. Okay, then roll with Auspex and enjoy any possible side effects and consequences.
Yep. Yorick is not using Auspex then, he's just sitting there, bored. Maybe he has a piece of the carapace, trying to study it a little bit.
Who had the most successes? That would be Gerard. You think you saw one of the shadows move slightly. You do know that Gianna hates you. She must be fucking with you. Gianna just looks at you like, huh? What? What? No, I'm not. And so the plot thickens. Almost like everyone inside the Chantry is about to be eaten while you are out. Oh, sad day. GG, Bronson. Fun while it lasted. You saw it around here, like something shifted among the bookshelves, but it might have just been the shadows cast by you, cause the lamp is on the table and it's casting shadows all over the place. Okay, shotgun is out.
I whispers to everyone in the table. Here we go. He's trying to chant the subject so we can see how stupid he is.
Yeah, sounds about right, Liam mutters. Fuck's sake. Liam calls over. Gerard! Gerard, we have a mission to handle. Stop chasing shadows and come back here. Nothing eats your face while you are poking around. Let's see if Yorick can remember that Giovanni do in fact have Auspex and that Gerard is clearly jumping at, well, shadows. That would be intelligence occult. I'm sure you can, even if you are distracted. Oh yes, you know all the things. You, like, read a book on the Giovanni a couple of days back, I expect. Or way back. As the case may be with your previous master.
Except York doesn't care about the argument and just goes, whatever.
So what do I know about fighting ghosts and zombies?
Zombies, you shoot them in the head. They don't take any wound penalties unless they're done with fire or other aggravated damage. They have slightly more durability than normal bodies, but they can't really hurt vampires very much because you're naturally resistant to being, you know, punched and kicked and, you know, crap like that, and zombies just wail on you or hang on to you. The biggest danger from them is that they might just, as a group, hold you down. And then someone else could hurt you.
That's the biggest problem. Multiple opponents of zombies increases our own difficulties for hitting them and stuff, so, yeah. In any case, I was planning on taking Liam with me if Igor refuses to come with us.
Bronson raises his head. Just bring Igor here. Malik told him to help with the security of the Chantry and anything else that we might require in the meantime. He'll listen to me. Actually, Bronson would be at this point at only -2 because he would have healed 1 point of aggravated. and he would have lost 2 blood points, but he would have been able to take some from his herd. So he would be at 5 right now, I think. Since he does have... Well, actually, let's say that he took a little bit from his ghouls as well, so at 7. So, just, well, maybe you should...
Oh, it's nice that I know it now.
Jana, just... Okay, maybe we should get moving, okay? Time's ticking on and... well, we might as well try and swing by the utilities while we're out. Before everything closes for the night. If they're even still open.
Alright.
Oh, and I must warn you.
Indeed, someone, go fetch Igor!
I put the documents of the financial stuff on my room, so if I die, the documents are in a safe place.
Gianna just looks at you. Just keep them in the library desk drawers. I mean, there's a whole file cabinet next to the desk. Just put them in there.
I could go put them in the
That's
vault
a
if you guys
file
want.
desk? I always thought it was just some random boxes that someone dropped.
Yeah, I'll go put those in the vault here. I'll go give
Oh,
them
for
a-
fuck's sake, no. Put them in the file cabinet. If they're in the vault and something happens to Malk, we're fucked.
I can get the vault open.
And what if you get killed? I don't look forward to trying to rip that thing out with tentacles for half an hour just to get at some documents.
Then Malik should come back and have it. That's a good point. There's a little bit of a problem.
Yes, that same Malik who is currently at a Tremere tribunal for infernalism, you mean?
Yeah, that one. Oh, whatever, I'm going to get Igor.
There is always the nun. Igor walks in, chewing on something red and bloody.
I feel like putting it in the file cabinet is just, a little too obvious. We really don't want to lose this stuff.
You know, like if an infernalist Bali is watching you right now from Obfuscate, just waiting for an opportunity to fuck all your days kind of thing.
I think
Yeah,
that we should let the documents on Malik office, on his desk maybe.
Because there isn't a Bali searching that office right now, right?
Correct. So, yeah. I think we should put this somewhere that's a little bit harder to get to. But possible for us.
If you want to hide them, if one of you wants to hide them, you can make a wits stealth roll to think of an appropriate hiding place.
Wouldn't it be larceny? Or some similar?
You can use larceny, sure, if that is higher.
Mm-hmm. Of course it is. I'm not a stealth character, but I am a larceny type.
Sure. Go ahead, York, and hide them someplace where no one will ever think to look. Without telling anyone, because who knows who might be listening.
Well, it wasn't really about who's listening, but I will be going and telling them. I'll tell everyone else where it is, but I am just going to hide it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wits larceny roll. Go on, impress me. Impress me. Make it a good bot. You've always rolled so well. You have to run out of luck sometime.
It's in a pretty obvious spot. He thinks it's good, though.
He puts on under the bed.
Where
He puts
would...
it. He puts it onto Malik's desk. Goes, good, done.
No, no. You put it straight into the financial records in the file cabinet because no one would think to look for that there. I mean, who hides financial crap in...
There we go. Yes, yes, right there.
Yorick is a genius.
No one would think of that, right?
Look, Yorick
It's
has
a-
yet to watch. That's a good thing.
It's reverse psychology. He puts in a
It wasn't a botch, it was a fail. A botch would be I put it into my furnace.
Oh no, I would have had you hide it in the trash bin and throw everyone else off the scent or something.
No, it went into my furnace. And, you know, the electricity's about to come back on. Set it to preheat.
Jana just
A
focuses
fail
on...
does just mean that I put it in somewhere pretty dang obvious. And that's pretty dang obvious. So there.
So, we need to decide who's going on this and who's gonna stay at the Chantry. We do have Camarilla types here, so we need to make it look like we're still guarding this place, so we have to leave some people here as well.
I think
Oh,
that Bronson should stay.
doesn't-
He's injured
Bronson,
and
don't you have like an assault rifle or something? I think that might be useful for this. That's alright.
You want my rifle?
Would it be alright?
No! What if one of them werewolves spies on us and I can take a shot from the door?
I was just asking. That's fine.
yeah, the werewolves will be angry because we killed one of them, so they probably will try to invade the place to kill Bronson. He should stay here with his rifle.
Okay.
So Igor and you, Joanna, should be the ones that come with us.
Alright. Liam, keep an eye out for werewolves, will you? Just... you know what to do. And Bronson, come on, just... we're gonna be quick, just loan Yorick the rifle. Just... you can use the pistol, I mean, the alley isn't that far away, you can get a good shot with a revolver. Bronson seems conflicted at this message. I mean, you're not gonna be able to take that good a shot anyway. At this point, you hear wild howling and barking from outside. And a few moments later, the earth starts to shake. Almost as if some powerful werewolf is calling on earth spirits to shatter the Chantry and bring it down around your ears. Would anyone like to run outside to get clawed by the Elder Shapeshifter?
Now I'm alright inside.
Here it goes. What the hell's making that noise?
It seems to be a light tremor inside the Chantry. Is anyone... No, you don't. The area's warded. Against spirits, anyway. That ward might still have a few more days. You know, that ward.
Here it goes to the front to see what's going on outside.
The buildings across are showing some pretty serious cracks, but the Chantry seems to be barely affected, almost as if the magic infused in here is protecting you from the worst of the attack.
Jeez, somebody doesn't like us.
You see a antenna, like a satellite dish, come crashing down from the roof of an apartment building. You know, a ways down the street.
You know, this might be a good thing. You don't say, York, but no, seriously, this might be a good thing. We're in the middle of an earthquake, essentially, which means it's a disaster zone. Which means, you know, anything going on is now just much more chaotic, and thus it's harder to trace stuff going back to us.
Yes, so it would appear. A couple of minutes after the quake started, the barks and howling stops, and things are curiously quiet. You may roll perception alertness once. You see...
How come? Now we should move out now. Then we should move out now.
Okay. So, you didn't make your roll yet, Gerard, or did you? Okay, there you go. You all see a shape from one of the roofs down the street. Shift slightly. You see a brief flash of eyes burning like green, sickly green lanterns peer at you and then vanish as it rushes off, possibly quite pissed that it didn't manage to do anything to you. And with that, the attempted fuckery seems to be over. Unless the 3 remaining young werewolves are just outside waiting to ambush you.
That's fine. We have sidearms.
Yeah, I'm sure that will go well.
Hey Yorick, you can, I don't know, put some silver on my sword so I can cut werewolves?
You're a little late in asking that. And 2, we need electricity.
No, just, it's something very expensive, so I didn't want it to ask late back then. But the things are starting to get worse.
Again, you're a little late, and we need electricity.
So, we going or what?
Yep. And, I'll just take a shotgun again, I guess. It sounds like Bronson wants his rifle.
Jana hands you the rifle, actually.
Oh, sweet.
I managed to talk him out of it.
Alright.
Apparently, having his spine exposed for everyone to see and him still recovering is apparently an argument, even for someone like him to chill the fuck out. Surprising, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Crazy fucker. Alright, so what do you guys want to do? Just head for their haven, try to set up an ambush there?
That sounds like the plan.
Alright.
What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know, are we gonna give any blood to Igor? Are we gonna feed before we do this?
Igor, you have any blood?
Well, Master fed me for this month, but other than that, no.
I'll give you some extra.
I'm not sure I should.
It's up to you. I don't really care.
You can order him to take it, Gerard. He will probably recognize your authority since Malik said you had authority. He has a lot of fortitude and stamina, so you might be able to cram in quite a bit of extra blood in him. In theory, since we're counting fortitude as applying to all stamina pools, he could cram in as much as 10 total points if he succeeded on the stamina roll. So you making him take 2 points. I mean, I have no problem with powering Igor up. He's a freaking tank if powered up properly, in theory. Igor just heads for the car after taking the blood. As if nothing was wrong, spikes gleaming in the cold lamplight of the street lamps. Clearly visible for any cops, mortals, or other undesirables to see. Just place yourself next to the car, if those that are going. So you're leaving Liam here. No stealth option, eh? Now that you have decided that they do have auspex. Liam tells you the address of the house. He didn't go inside because he would have had to open the door or the window and he was worried about breaking the obfuscate. But he's looked in through the windows and any appropriate information I'll bring up as you plan out what to do, I suppose.
I do need to know what's in the rifle and what we have ammo-wise for it.
You can have... I mean, Bronson can give you like... well, let's say 12 silver, 12 normal bullets. Because you probably won't need more than that.
Alright.
Where did I put it? Oh, right, he didn't have that many normal bullets, it was mostly just silver.
Because I made him a lot of silver. He asked for it.
Yeah, he had like 12 normal bullets for the rifle. I don't think he has used the normal bullet for it yet. Actually, he used 2, didn't he? Let's see. Yeah, he has a total of 14 normal bullets. That's it. Do you want to roll with stealth to conceal Igor under trench coats and such, to make him as invisible as possible in the rear, or to conceal his more inhuman features? Because you can certainly try to do that if you want.
Can't we just say, Igor, lay down, don't get back up, cover him?
And then the cop that is no doubt gonna stop you is gonna just say, who's that? Show yourself. And... I mean, yeah, Igor can certainly get down. What is Igor's stealth? Igor can just conceal himself if he wants. Probably. He can try. Do you trust Igor's wits and stealth?
Well, look at it this way. I do have a decent wits, but I don't have any stealth. So that's a +1 to difficulty. I'd rather not make that roll.
So are you leaving it to Igor himself? What does Gerard say? Yea or nay? Because he's theoretically in charge here. According to Malik. Not that you, others, have to respect his authority. Okay, Igor conceals himself like a pro. The claws retract and his features humanify. He looks like a normal person now. It was all an act. He's actually a demon.
Alright. So I have it down as basically 12 silver and 12 normal is what he gave me. That's alright?
Let's go with 14 total normal. He just gives you the normal bullets and some of the silver ones.
I'll just add 2 then.
That's gone, that's gone, that's gone. We're gonna go with...
The extra bullet in the chamber is going to be a single silver round, but the rest are going to be normal.
Okay. So you just You're gonna be on the random map because I do not have necessarily a highly specialized lair for this person for reasons.
Okay.
Entrances are probably gonna be here and here where there's the stairs, just to make that easier. And how do you approach this?
Where's the location particularly?
The house where... Did I drag your... Yes, the house above the city block map, where you examine the ashes of Jared's killed children. Yep, there. So, how do you approach this? You're driving towards the place. You are within a couple of blocks. Do you just drive up to it? Do you park away? Do you try to sneak up on it somehow? What's the plan?
If Yorick is driving, which is possible, I don't know who is, but Yorick is going to say, I want to see about getting on top of that building over there, directly across from there.
Okay. So you want to take up a sniper position?
Yep.
Okay.
Time for sniping.
Okay. You can do that. Actually, we are gonna use the other street for where you would set up then, because it just fits together better with these maps, which are mostly meant to be separate. So you would be on the roof above where the mages are celebrating Sarat's death for the whichever week this is after he died. Also, don't mind that boxer guy. He's someone who hasn't screwed with you yet.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll also increase my dexterity by 1 when I start climbing up.
Okay. Now keep in mind they might not show up that quickly.
They might not, but hey, every little bit helps.
Okay. So you park somewhere down there and you try to sneak up on the house and take a position.
Does this have a telescopic sight, by the way?
Yes, it does. It has a
Sweet.
scope for the bonus aiming.
Hey.
Okay. So this piece of the map is here, and right across is more or less the house. They would probably park somewhere on the street. You can just assume that this is like a, you know, shop with a couple of apartments above it, kind of thing.
Do note, we have not ordered anything like communication devices for ease of communication, so
Yep.
there's now fog of war.
Yes, there is that. Oh, don't worry, I have plenty of fuckery planned as is. Gianna asks you, where do you want me, Gerard? So you're just gonna charge in with Yorick sitting above? No? Just let me know what the plan is. This is the start of the night. They might have just left. And keep in mind, Yorick, you can get up there without spending extra blood on dexterity if you want, because there is a fire escape on in the alley behind you.
I was doing it just to be ready for...
Okay.
That is actually a free action. There's no reason to do it before they arrive. Alright. Yeah, I'll just get up there.
Okay.